Hello, how are you? It's Iona, your breakthrough and empowerment coach, here today for another Fresh Friday perspective. How are you, my friends? I trust you're having a fantastic week and a great start to the weekend. I actually forgot what day it was again there. Yes. So, how are you doing? How's your week been? I hope it's been a great week. I hope you've had a successful week. I hope you've had lots of amazing breakthroughs, and yeah, trust you're having a super chill start to the weekend. I would like today to talk about how everything is always working out for us, even when it feels like it's not. Everything is always working out for us. And that means everything. So this is a quote, this is a line from Abraham Hicks. If you've never heard of Abraham Hicks before, you should absolutely go and check it out. Abraham Hicks is channeled consciousness, channeled stream of consciousness. It's high vibe, it is uplifting, and it is very, very good. So I've been listening to Abraham Hicks since 2009, 2010. It's over 10 years, isn't it? It's mad. I was introduced to Abraham Hicks way back when I was really, really getting into law of attraction. But here's the strange thing. I always knew about law of attraction. I always knew you got what you wanted, whether you got what you thought about, whether you wanted it or not. Sorry, I'm playing with my lip balm on the table and I realise it's going to be really noisy and annoying. So you get what you think about whether you want it or not, right? So if you think about, and many of us have in the past, many of us do, think about how everything is rubbish, everything is crap, nothing's ever working out, nothing ever works out our way, universe is against us, the world is against us, nobody likes me, all of that chat, right? And especially when we are having a bad day, it's really, really easy to let that overpower us, right? And we could just start being like, well, typical. What is it we like to say? What was it we love to say? I used to love to say this. It's just one of those days. It's one of those days where everything's going wrong and nothing's working out. It's just one of those days. I used to love saying that. So it's one of those days. And every single time I would say it's just one of those days, it's just one of those days, more stuff would be going crazy. More stuff would be going wrong on that day. Just one of those days, right? It's just one of those days, right? It's just one of those days where it's all going crazy. And more often than not, like literally always, the day would go worse the more I said that, right? Because I was focusing on the fact that I was having one of those days. I was not having a very good day. And of course we get what we think about, whether we want it or not. So what do you think happens? I got more of the same, right? So what do you think happens if you start telling yourself that everything's always working out for you, that everything's going well? Because we have evidence in our lives that everything does work out for us, because you're here right now in this moment. You're here with me in this moment, right? So everything is always working out for you, whether you see it or believe it right now. That's totally up to you. Last year at the start of lockdown, I started a mastermind group with we ended up, there was 50 of us in the end, called Power Girls, and it was really, really awesome. It was fantastic, and it was with women from all over the world. It started off with just women in Scotland, women in Glasgow, but then it spread out and became an international thing. It was so fun, it was awesome. Shout out to any of my Power Girls who are listening. So at the start of the lockdown, everybody got a bit of a shock to the system, right? Didn't everybody got a bit of a shock because it was a change, and we all we change is scary. Change can be frightening. So I decided to get postcards printed with everything is always working out for me written on the postcards and sent them out to all of the girls in the group. And it's really interesting because I catch up with them all occasionally, and I have been doing so. I actually left the group earlier on this year just because I was having a lot of stuff going on, and it was a lot of work for me to like maintain it and stuff. So I left it in the hands of very, very, very awesome, capable people to take over and run it. But when I was running the group, I wanted the vibe to be power and to know that you get what you think about whether you want it or not. Like your thoughts, feelings and emotions and beliefs and perspectives are so powerful. They are your superpower. They are your power. So everybody who I've spoken to since I left always tell me, always comment on how powerful that phrase was for them and how it kind of got them through the year and has gotten them through many, many things. And I have to say, I did have a postcard sitting about somewhere, but I don't know where it is. I have to say that whenever I am experiencing something difficult, whenever I'm experiencing a difficult moment, something's going wrong, something is not going my way, something's, I'm perceiving it as not going my way in the moment. When I start telling myself that everything's always working out for me, then it always works out, right? It usually works out. The thing that I want usually happens, or the thing that I'm worrying about, usually happens, right? So everything is always working out for me means everything. It means finances, relationships, friendships, health, home. It means everything. It doesn't just mean this thing over here but not this thing. It doesn't just mean you can have this but not this, right? Everything means everything. So you can say everything always works out for me, but you can always make it specific to your circumstance, right? Or your experience. You can say that if you're looking at your bank account and you're freaking out because you're in your overdraft, or you've got a bill coming out, or you're just fed up of not having the money that you want, not having enough money. If you start telling yourself money is always working out for me, money's always working out for me, money's always working out for me, something will start to happen, and that will start to become true for you, because we get what we think about whether we want it or not. And of course, what do we want? We want more money, right? What do we want? We want relationships, we want health, we want amazing, fun, exciting experiences, we want success, we want all of these things. So everything's always working out for me, everything's always working out for me. I get what I think about whether I want it or not. So if I focus on everything is always working out for me, and my health is always working out for me, my finances are always working out for me, my car is always working out for me, then you will start to, your subconscious mind, there is a science bit and there's also the spiritual bit, right? And I like to look at both because I'm a critical thinking, like to kind of dip my toe in the spiritual stuff, but also the science stuff, right? The science stuff, right, is that your all of your physical, emotional and mental bodies are all connected together, and your subconscious mind is extremely powerful. So when you start to tell yourself that something is going well for you, then your subconscious mind will subconsciously, without you realizing it, start to look for opportunities for that to happen and that to come true, right? So if you tell yourself my car is always working out for me, my car is always working out for me, your subconscious mind in the background, which is extremely intelligent and so freaking powerful, your subconscious mind is so powerful, will start to become aware of what you need to do, of things that need to happen in order for your car to always work out for you, right? But of course, in the spiritual side of things, there is the mechanism. There is a mechanism that is here in the universe that is a mirror, right? It's a mirror, it's a matrix, it's a mirror universe where you literally get what you think about, you get what you think, you get what you feel, Everything is frequency, everything is vibration, and this is where the science and spirituality cross over, because everything is frequency, everything is vibration, every single thing, whether it's a piece of paper, a lip balm, a fingernail, a hair, whatever it is, it's all like molecules vibrating at a certain frequency, right? So your emotions, your thoughts, and your beliefs are also a frequency, right? So it blows my mind. It's quantum physics. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. You can alter three-dimensional reality using your thoughts, feelings, emotions, perspectives, and beliefs, because everything is frequency. Solid matter is frequency. Non-solid matter is frequency. Thoughts, feelings, emotions, and perspectives, right? So you believe, feel, perceive, have a perspective, have a thought, have an emotion about something, and that's going to become your truth, become your reality. You're going to turn frequency into thing, right? You're going to turn vibration into matter, to 3D matter, right? So if you tell yourself that everything's always working out for you, my finance is always working out for me, my success, my career's always working out for me, my relationships are always working out for me, then that's what you're going to start to see. You're going to be using that mechanism to create what it is that you want, which is that it's always working out for you. And here is the thing, right? If you tell yourself that everything is always working out for you, and you've got this little knot inside your being that it's like, it can come in the form of like your inner critic, right? It's like, no, it doesn't. It's like that little voice. I like to call it the roaster technique, right? When you've got that voice in the back of your head that's like, me, no, it doesn't. Like, everything always works out for me. No, it doesn't. What are you on about? You make a mess. You do this, you do that, blah, blah, blah. The more you make it into a silly voice, the less it makes sense, and the less you want to listen to it, right? But yeah, if you've got an inner critic chatter there, conversation that counters that belief, right? That money's always working out for me, and then you hear or you feel the emotion or the belief or the perspective or the thought of, no, it doesn't. If it did, then I wouldn't be in this situation I'm in right now. Well, the reason why you're in the situation that you are right now is because you've been running a perspective, a belief, an emotion, a thought that it doesn't work out for you, right? So the moment that you start to believe that it works out for you, guess what? It's gonna shift, and it's gonna start working out for you. The only reason why it's not working out so far is because you believe that it's not working out so far, that it's not worked out. Relationships never work out for me because if they did, then I wouldn't be, I would have a boyfriend by now, or I'd have a girlfriend by now, or I'd be married, blah, blah, blah. Well, that's not the case, because you've so far believed that it's not worked out for you, right? Relationships would work out for me if I was this, or if I was that, or if I was this, or if I was that, or if I was worthy, or if I was lovable. And this is where my work comes in. This is where my coaching work comes in, because I love to assist people to drop all of that stuff, to shift all of that stuff, to clear all of that stuff, the not good enough, the unlovable, the not important, all of that stuff, right? We drop it so that we can focus on the worthy. Yes, I am worthy to have a relationship. So I am lovable. I am important enough. So then we can start using affirmations and beliefs and perspectives that everything is always working out for us. And then guess what happens? We can use the mechanism, and then it starts to become a reality, starts to become real. So that is my fresh Friday perspective, my friend. Everything is always working out for you. And if you haven't ever looked at Abraham Hicks, if you haven't ever checked out Abraham Hicks, you can find them on YouTube. Abraham Hicks is channeled by Esther Hicks, and it is Stream of Consciousness. So it is very, very fascinating. It's fun, and it's uplifting, and it's positive. It's not religious. It's It's spiritual in a way. There's like a hint of spirituality, a hint of science, but it's just really good fun and it's just really interesting. And of course, it talks more about this mechanism, right? It talks more about the laws, the universal laws that we can utilize. I mean, we are using them every day, whether we realize it or not, right? You are using the law of attraction every single day, just like you're using the law of gravity, right? The law of gravity works whether you believe in it or not. Same as law of attraction. Law of attraction works whether you believe in it or not. So, I mean, the law of attraction is the fact, right, that you believe in it. It's like, this is where I start to go cross-eyed, so just stay on topic, Iona. So you can use, instead of using the law of attraction to bring you what you don't want, you can use it to bring you what you do want. You can become a conscious creator. And that's what I am. I'm a conscious creator. I like to create physical reality things like clothing and whatever. I also like to create like consciously, a conscious level. And you can too. You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you believe in, whatever your perspectives are. You can make it happen. Everything is always working out for you. Everything means everything. Not just some things, not just on Thursdays, not just on Friday evenings when you finish work. All the time. It's always working out for you. Okay, so this Monday, the 20th, at 7 p.m. UK time, I'm running a free self-confidence workshop. It will last an hour to an hour and a half. I have a link in my bio. It's free. You can book your place and come along on Monday. I look forward to seeing you then. Have a beautiful weekend. Have all of the fun. Enjoy the fact that everything always works out for you. Bask in it. Bask in the fact that everything always works out for you. Even if it feels like it's not, it's always working out for you, right? Because in the moment, when we're in the moment and the crap hits the fan and we're like, why is this not working out for me? But that's just a perspective that's not working out for you, right? What if it actually is working out for you, but something better is going to be coming along? What if something better is happening? Okay? Have a gorgeous weekend. Lots of love. Bye. See you soon. Bye.